Hello everybody and welcome back to the Wattpad Book Club. I'm your host, Fancy. Today I got my lovely wife in call with me. I got Joline.
Hello.
Hi Joline.
Hi.
I missed you.
I miss you too, wife.
Yeah, I got really sad when you didn't answer me about my Squishmallow. I'm like, damn, she hates me.
No, I was just like, I saw it and then I fell asleep.
Damn.
I do be sleeping.
We named
It's
it Schlatt, by
exhausting
the
being
way.
alive. You named it what?
Well, its original name was Ludwig, and I'm like, that's a stupid name. I'm gonna name it Schlatt.
Lat. That's
Yeah.
so funny. I responded hella late. I was like, name him Jesus.
Yeah, sorry. The next Squishmallow I get, it'll be named Jesus.
The next Squishmallow's Jesus.
Next in line for the throne. And speaking of next in line for the throne, we're reading Kaito x Maki.
What?
There is no transitions. I make them up as I go.
No segue. No segues.
That's a beautiful segue.
But you just said no transitions.
What?
Huh?
What are we talking about?
Drugs.
Oh fuck, I could go for some drugs right now.
Cookie.
What? You're telling me you've not once thought about doing cocaine?
Not cocaine.
Well, what have you wanted to do?
Nothing. I'm a good Samaritan and I don't do drugs.
Text it to me. Anyway, on that note, we're going to be reading more of the Kaito x Maki, which this should be the final episode for it. These are kind of short, and we're halfway done with it from the first time, so... Alright, Julie, what do we remember from last week?
So... Maki shit as being an assassin in this one. She got found out within, like... What?
3
Like,
chapters.
less than 12 hours of getting her mission?
Yeah, well, first she fucking lost the paper, and then she had to be like, hey.
And then she got she got, like, blackout drunk. And then Kaito found the paper that she had on her person.
Yeah.
Well, and then she got another paper, and then she got found out after getting that paper.
Mm-hmm. Which is
Dang,
crazy.
she really fumbled.
Yeah. But I'm so excited. I think I texted you about this, and I'm like, if Terry does not show up in this chapter, I might kill myself. Because it's about the remnants of despair, and he has to be in here. They can't pick favorites, right?
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Please. Alright, let me... Oh, found my coin. Do you want me heads or tails to read first?
I want to be heads today.
Am I fucking stupid? I didn't even fucking flip it. I just chucked it on the floor like an idiot.
What? Why would you do that?
Oh my god. Okay, what is it? It's tails, so I'm reading first.
Okay.
I was like... I didn't even, like, flip it. I thought I did, but it got stuck on my finger and I threw it down and immediately just, like, fell. It didn't even spin.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a master at my element.
Of course.
Yeah.
I expect no less.
Alright, Remnants of Despair. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for this. Author's notes. Thank you so much for 100 reads. I love you so much. Oh my god, the readers,
They love us?
they love me?
Okay.
Is this like the parasocial shit?
Yes, this is what they warn you about.
Damn. Alright. Kaito went home after work. He was tired after all. He did wake up in the middle of the night last night. Samuki had called him to the office to interrogate the prisoner. Kaito didn't think he got much done. He mostly just sat there and listened to Maki cry but when he came out, Samuki seemed pleased. He's clasped on the couch, barely staying awake. He heard footsteps behind him, probably Rantaro or maybe even Suichi. I deadass forgot that Rantaro and Suichi crack each other at night. I forgot. How could I forget that?
How did you forget?
I forgot until I saw their names and I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, they were going crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy style.
They were just playing Twister really aggressively in the other room. As he cracked his neck up to smile at them, a plastic bag was wrapped around his head. What? Kaito yelled out, and rolled off the couch. He could hear footsteps behind. He aimed to catch him again as he tried to stumble around and escape. The tiredness and loss of oxygen combined to put him at a disadvantage against his new enemy, and he soon found his vision blurry. Kaito collapsed onto the person as they were knocked to the ground by the sudden fall, or rather the surprise of it. They lifted the unconscious body out to the front of the house, a long walk, but nothing compared to what they were used to. Who the fuck is this? A voice rang out from the black limousine parked in the sidewalk. The woman was looking at the culprit with a smug smile. Her outfit was unusual, to say the least. Bright neon crop top with black shorts, and her black hair whipped in the wind with neon. Is this fucking Ibuki? Ibuki, what are you doing? But that was her job.
What are you doing here, Loca?
Adam Sandler, what are you doing? But that was her job. She was a distraction. Do you need help with that boss baby? Is that fucking Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu that kidnapped Kaito? God, I love this so much. Ibuki, just get in the limo. The culprit growled and carried Kaito's body to the car, pushing the guy in and taking a seat in the back. Careful not to knock the gun to the floor. Yeah?
Since the only experience I have with the characters is V3, I literally have to look up certain names. Like, I know Ibuki because it's Ibuki, of course, but I'm just like, who the fuck is Fuyuhiko? And then I found out. I remembered.
Yeah, how could you forget that he shares the same voice actor as Kokichi? It's very tragic.
I would have forgotten.
Yeah.
Never knew.
God, I'm so nervous for Danganronpa 2x2, because, like, if they do bring back the original cast, like, what the fuck are they gonna do for Fuyuhiko? Are they actually gonna get him back, or are they gonna recast him? Or do you not know about that?
I don't know about that.
I'll tell you later. It's not very family friendly. Driver Ibuki coming to present you with a driving course of despair. Her eyes lit up as she started the engine and took off full speed. Whoa, Ibuki, slow the fuck down, the blonde-haired culprit yelled from the back. What? Worried I'll kill your beloved Pekka? I forgot Pekka was a character. Oh my god. All the favorites are here. The girl next to the small blonde muttered under her breath, only Fuyuhiko hearing her as they both laughed. The girl, Pekka, was wearing a black slit dress. Oh, damn, she fucking partied up! As if she was going to a party. Pearl earrings to match. Her gray hair was up in a bun for better use of her weapon. A gold leaf katana hanging next to her. Not the gold leaf katana! Well, you were there for V3, right? You remember the gold leaf katana?
Yeah, there you go. I was like,
It's also in the first game. Okay, this stop is our destination, so get ready, Ibuki yelled after a few minutes. Pekka instinctively grabbed her sword, hiding it under her dress, while Fuyuhiko grabbed the gun laying on the floor and put it in his hat. Damn. It's like some Ratatouille shit. He pulls his hat off and there's a gun. As they approached the club, they saw a lot of people winding across the block. Fuyuhiko smirked as they gained instant access to the VIP exclusive club, which their only interruption being a few weird stares at Ibuki's outfit. Okay, now everyone, what's the plan? Peko asked as Ibuki yelled as a response. Yeah, get drunk and high! I wish I could do this, but I'm too much of a pussy! Peko gave a small smile as Ibuki quieted down and agreed in a quieter voice. Fuyuhiko nodded and they broke up to search the club for their target. Meanwhile, Kaito woke up in the car. The doors were locked on the outside and inside, and he was far too tired to break them open. Oh, where the hell am I? I'm imagining they also put like a paper on the outside that says, "Don't worry, the car's running, the AC's on." He's listening to his favorite song.
Ugh.
He called the first contact on his list, Kaede. Yawn. What's up, Kaito? Well, I've been kidnapped, Kaito awkwardly explained. Who kidnapped you? Did you see their face? Was it Maki? Maki? Isn't she still captured? Kaito groggily questioned. I thought she was, but apparently according to Tsumugi, she escaped. Kaede's voice echoed over the voice line, obvious worry showing. Tsumugi seemed to be the main one in charge of things, but Kaito had a weird feeling about her for a while. Oh my god, really? You don't say. For one, she seemed to have no personality, only reporting facts, and her only character trait being kindness. She also reported Maki was part of the remnants of despair, which was an obvious lie for Kaito. But maybe she did kidnap him. Hey, Kaede? Yeah? Don't rescue me. I know it might be a weird thing to say, but I want you to know who kidnapped me. Actually, that's a pretty logical solution. Then we can get Maki back in her cell if she was the one that kidnapped you. Should I tell anyone? No, don't even tell Tsumugi. Kaito hung up inside. He hoped his kidnapper didn't take so long. It would be Tsumugi.
Fuck that hoe.
Fuck that fucking bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, speak of the fucking devil that I was talking to you about before. this fucking book reading.
What happened?
Well, I saw like what the first line of the next chapter was, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's this bitch. It's not Tsumugi. I'm like, damn. Like immediately, I just told you about this bitch, and then she showed up.
Why do I do this? What's her laugh sound like? I don't even remember. I don't even know.
I haven't even heard it yet because I'm not there yet. I know.
What do you mean?
I kind of forgot. Sometimes you just forget things.
Oh, I thought.
What?
I don't know what to. I don't even know how to respond to that. It's like you're explaining to me how like people forget, and I was just like, oh shit, am I that good that I seem like I never forget, or are they like, wow, Joline, people forget things.
No, I was just like, I think it was like a study that like after like a certain point, your brain just forgets how some people speak after a while. It's sad, but yeah, it's a true thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What the fuck did the cat drag in today? Junka and Onishima laughed as Peko and Fuyuhiko stood before her, dragging Kaito and the purple-haired leader of the MPA. Wasn't there a typo with this before?
Oh yeah, they kept saying the fucking FDA. Oh my god, wait.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Also, I just got like jump scare. I'm like, Kyoko.
Kyoko?
Kyoko's here.
Hold on a minute.
There's no shot. I got a McDonald's ad covering my entire screen. No, get out of here.
I had to Google what Kyoko looked like. My bad.
Oh, Kyoko Kirigiri, it's all good. I literally
I forgot.
I looked at OBS and then turned back and there was a McDonald's ad.
The capitalism. Well, what you getting from McDonald's?
Apparently I'm getting the breakfast menu. Oh my god, it happened again.
Miss Kirigiri and Mr. Momota are here. Peko stood her ground. You ordered them to be delivered, miss. Miss? Do I look like a fucking primary school teacher? Junko laughed. How fucking hopeless. She paused as she heard Fuyuhiko growled. His anger barely contained. You fucking ordered this. Now you don't want them? Junko's face turned to confusion as she narrowed her eyes. Kirigiri was out cold and Kaito was faking. She could tell that from a quick glance. Suddenly, her mood changed. Okay, I'll take them. Muruko?
Mukuro.
Where the fuck is that first K?
Maybe they misspelled it.
Hell if I know. need your help.
Oh, it's
She comes
supposed to be
back.
flipped. It's the R and the K are supposed to be flipped.
Oh, I was like, I have no clue. I wish I knew. I wish I knew half of these people. I knew a third, not half. As you wish. Look, yeah. Well, damn. That solves that problem. Mukuro obliged to put them in the cellar Junko hid under her mansion. The two sisters were fairly rich and instantly paid the two assassins off for this surprisingly new delivery. Is that how she does it?
Yeah, she's like, "Boo, boo, 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 boo."
Oh, shoot, you gotta pronounce the P. This is a surprising turn of events. Junko walked down to the cellar where Kaito was desperately fighting off his handcuffs. That's not gonna help, you know, she deadpanned as Kaito tried to knock her aside. Mukuro, however, protected her. Who are you guys? Kaito asked after he tried fighting with Mukuro and lost. He looked up with his mouth with blood dripping out of his mouth. Wouldn't you like to know? Junko laughed and grinned despair. We could put this guy through a lot of torture. Wonder how long he'll last. Mukuro facepalmed. You kidnapped this guy just so you could torture him? Couldn't you use anyone for that? Junko was confused again. Isn't he just anyone? Because I have no idea who the hell he is in that sense. Mukuro sighed. This is Kaito Momota, you know, the one you asked me to get information on. And the other one is Kyoko Kirigiri, head of the MPA. Junko furrowed her eyes. I haven't asked you to get information on anyone. You haven't? No, why would I do that? That's dumb. Then who had? Mukuro opened her phone and showed Junko a bunch of emails supposedly coming from her. The plot thickens! Junko yelled as Mukuro walked over to investigate Kaito. So you're the one I sent Maki after, she said, mostly to herself. You're the ass who sent Maki after me? Kaito yelled as Maruko pushed him down again. Not me, someone else. Unfortunately, we don't know who yet, so... In order to escape, you and the detective will have to work out who done it. Junko chimed in. Otherwise, I'll feed you to the sharks. After all, I am the biggest mob leader of the whole of Tokyo.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my prediction right now of, like, how she got fooled. This better be the work of, like, the ultimate imposter, because I feel like it's really on brand for him. Or maybe it's fucking Samugi. Watch it fucking be Samugi.
It would be Samugi. Yeah. I think it's Samugi, because I fucking hate that hoe.
Yeah.
And she's sus, you know? He was already sussing her out.
Yeah.
That's who they were? They sure didn't act like it. Both of them were in charge of the leading gangs in Tokyo, but now they're just lacing around in casual wear. Lol, good luck. Junko walked out as Muroko put chips into their necks. You are Junko's property until you finish this case. You're allowed to go around the house and to work, and that's all. Otherwise, you shall be killed. The door was left swung open as Kaito was gasping for air. Did that just happen? Now he could call Ouch. A sharp pain in Kaito's neck alerted him to Junko's presence. Not physically, but inside his head. God, you're so dumb. Get it through your head already. No escape. Not even thinking of escape. At least until you finish the task. Kaito clutched his head from shock. Today was getting worse and worse. I'll do your stupid task. Just get out of my head. Okay. But first, you two need breakfast. Maruko can get that. Maruko instantly came in with 2 large plates of raspberry toast. Kaito looked disappointed at his plate. No bacon and eggs? Junko laughed again. I'm a vegan. Is she a vegan for real?
I don't fucking know, bro.
Kaito groaned and sunk to the floor. This was his life until he solved this case. Darkness. Cold. Pain. Maki felt the cold dark floor beneath her. A moving cold dark floor. She stood up but instantly wobbled and fell back down. From what she could gather, she was in a truck or a moving vehicle. She was in a cell before this, right? Then why was she moving? Maki distantly remembered the conversation she had apparently had with the head of the organization. A laptop was slid through the food slot. Maki didn't budge. She had had enough of this world torturing her. After a few minutes, a blue-haired lady entered the cell. She was pissed that she hadn't picked up the laptop. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm trying to break you out of here. Maki stared up at her. Do what you like. Fine then. The blue-haired girl's shrill voice hurt Maki's ears. Come with me.
Yeah, if I heard Tsumugi talk, I would probably have my ears start hurting too.
Ugh, yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Oh my god, road trip with the girls? Tsumugi had dragged Maki along with her. Maki not even showing resistance at her touch. She didn't want to be a killer anymore, let alone have Kaito blame this whole thing on her. She felt tears come to her eyes, but wiped them away quickly.
Girl, pull yourself together! For a man?
For this man?
God.
And she stopped. Tsumugi was dragging her to a... Oh my god, I got another McDonald's ad. I can't do this.
You gotta do it. You gotta lock in.
I'm trying.
You gotta harness the power of the Big Mac in order to get through this.
I gotta harness the power of the iced coffee and McMuffin they keep shoving at me.
You gotta harness the power of the broken McFlurry machine.
Okay. She was being dragged to a very familiar car. Isn't this... Oh my god, it's another McDonald's ad! It covers the entire screen. Why is this a thing? Isn't
they paid money for that, I guess.
Yeah, paid money to have my whole screen fucking be McDonald's. Isn't that Mukuro's? Oh, did I forget you two had met? I'll explain everything inside. They both climbed into the backseat of the car. Maki found the car door was locked on the inside. She was numb and accepting everything that was happening to her as her fate. Okay, ask away, Tsumugi cheered as to her after several minutes of silence. The car wasn't moving yet, but Tsumugi assured Maki she booked one of the best drivers. He just wasn't here yet. Aren't you part of NPA? I thought, oh, that agency would have crumbled me to dust if they knew my true identity before, but now I'm in charge. Everyone loves and trusts me, and everything is going according to plan. Tsumugi still had a cheerful smile on her face, but when Maki stared into her eyes in disbelief, she could see malice and evil glowing brightly beneath the surface. And what do I have to do with this? Maki asked suspiciously. Can a girl just be nice? No. Maki sighed in irritation. Obviously she was lying. She must need her for something. But now it felt like Maki's life was spiraling out of control. Tsumugi took her hand, trying to comfort her, and she pulled her legs up near her face, trying to gain some room for her thoughts, but Tsumugi would not leave. Does she have any idea what personal space is? Maki thought angrily. I just need some time alone. As Maki looked out the window of the car, there was something in the shadows. Maki blinked and it disappeared, before reappearing in front of the car with this dark gloom about it. What the fuck is that? Maki screamed to Tsumugi, which made her jump. What? She squealed. The figure entered the car, and wearing a long, dark purple coat. Oh, that's just our driver, Tsumugi explained, relieved. What the fucking Kokichi? Are you serious? Hey, Maki roll. That voice. Kokichi? So assassin is onto me. Confusion was Maki's gaze as she stared dumbfounded at Kokichi. What? You didn't think I actually had a normal job? Oh, that's so boring. Kokichi started up the car as Maki glared at Tsumugi. I'm sorry, I knew you two knew each other, but I didn't know how. Tsumugi threw an apologetic face at Maki, who was still mad. It had been several minutes since Kokichi had started the car, and they were zooming down the highway. Tsumugi tried... As they zoomed down the highway, Tsumugi tried to lift the mood. It didn't work. So, how did you get to being an assassin. None of you are... Maki started by killing her arch nemesis, then had a fetish for blood and continued killing, going far to murder innocent orphans. Don't listen to everything that comes out of his mouth. He's a fucking liar at the time. Maki glared at Kokichi as he giggled. Keep your eyes on the road, you dumbass. Suzuki sighed, her eyes glowing unnaturally as she put her hand under her chin, gazing out the window. You know, I think my exaggerated plan would rely on a trickster, assassin, and a mastermind going on a road trip together. Out to despair. It's almost overwhelming. Maki gives Tsumugi a weird look. Had she heard that before? Oh, so you still haven't told me why I'm here. It can't be to break me out. You would have dropped me off by now. Oh, no. We're gonna pay a visit to my relatives. You have family? I'm surprised. The way Tsumugi put the emphasis on relatives kind of scared Maki. Had they done something wrong? Maybe they were the reason Tsumugi was like this. You still haven't answered my question. Oh, you're just here to impress them. They like murderers, you know. Tsumugi's eyes dulled down with earnestness of pain beneath them. Abuse, even? I'm sorry if they weren't the best people. I never got to meet my parents, so what do I know? Maki's voice trailed out. Kokichi chimed in. Not with his usual high-frequency behavior. I had the absolute worst family, even worse than Maki when she's in a mood. Kokichi explained with cheerfulness, but her voice had a few cracks in it. He thought for a few seconds. I guess everyone in here had a tough life, huh? Everything went silent for the next 10 minutes until Kokichi interrupted it. Everyone, we're here! I mean, it sounded really zesty at the end there.
We're here!
Oh my god. I made him almost sound like that Pinocchio thing.
He wants Rentaro's man.
Wow. Was the only thought Maki could comprehend as they walked up to the palace, like mansion, light glaring and glittering on the inside, reflecting to the outside. Maki couldn't realize that it was night, even though before in the car it was pitch black outside. The golden hue of the place reflected onto the three as they got out of the car. Street lamps lining the sides of the road, even though it was all private property. The house could easily double as a hotel. That's how big it was. It was like a celebrity house. Maybe it was. Kokichi turned to Tsumugi, grinning. You didn't tell me you were rich, Tsumugi. I would have asked to get paid more. So, is this your parents' home? Tsumugi shook her head sadly. No, this is my sister's. Eek, I have a great plan for the direction of the story. Yay, hopefully this isn't boring. I swear, if fucking Mukuro and Juko fucking pull up to this shit.
Could you imagine? It says it's marked complete, but they actually abandoned it.
That's crazy. So I don't know what this comment means. They just put Technoblade as one of the comments.
Technoblade!
I don't know what that means.
Technoblade's like the guy, you know?
Yeah, but what does he have to do with this Kaito and Maki fanfiction?
He's just that iconic. He just transcends everything.
We are Technoblade. We carry the flame.
No! That's fucking cruel.
I'm sorry.
That's so fucked. No, we meet again. Hold on, how many chapters? Oh, damn.
Yeah, we're almost
crazy. I thought we had a little more. Tsumugi knocked on the door as she stood there, shivering. She said she had a master plan. I understand why she's nervous. Maybe she hasn't seen them in a while, Maki thought to herself. It wasn't cold enough to be shivering. In fact, the house radiated warmth. But if the traitor to the MPA was scared of who was behind that door, they must be terrifying. Maki shivered a bit as she imagined that, though. The door opened and she braced herself. Why are you here? Why are you back? The girl at the door was fairly familiar to Maki. That must be where Tsumugi got the car from. Your friends could come in and wait inside, Maruko said, making her face friendlier as Kokichi and Maki wandered in. Her face turned back into a snarl as she turned back to Tsumugi. You shouldn't be here. You knew that. Her voice was a low, threatening whisper, like a snake wrapping itself around around its target. Suki stayed silent as Maruko snarled at her, telling her not to come inside, lest what happens between her and Junko. I came back to see her. We could arrange something, please. I have a great despair-inducing idea, Tsumugi pleaded as Maruko went to shut the door. Oh, what's this? Has the little rat come to see me? Her lovely, caring sister. Tsumugi recognized that voice and flinched. It's been so long. She was just leaving. Maruko tried to force Tsumugi out as Junko grabbed Tsumugi by the collar. Oh no, she wasn't. Where are you, Tsumugs? Tsumugi gasped for breath as Junko slammed her against the wall and dropped her. We can come to an agreement. With that, Junko walked away. I walked away down the glittering golden halls while Maruko was lecturing Tsumugi. She knew that an impact and influence Junko and Oshima had on the poor girl. Whatever Junko did, Tsumugi copied. Tsumugi was 3 years younger than Junko, and easily impressionable in her childhood. However, Junko ignored her, and this only made her want to try to please Junko more and more. In her childhood, she'd blown up a school thanks to Junko.
Damn.
And still like a blue roller girl. It's like that thing where you blow up New Jersey. And when she didn't ignore her, she took out all her angst and rage on Tsumugi. Those were the worst days. Tsumugi accepted that as her life. When Maruko finally had enough, she took Tsumugi to the city with her, hoping she could erase Junko's influence out of her. She sent her up from multiple prestigious schools and got her a job in an apartment there. Never telling Junko what happened, only that Tsumugi ran away. She was never meant to come back. Why now? Why this? Tsumugi ran off. She hated that Maruko treated her like a child. She wasn't. She was invisible, like Junko, her idol. Maki and Kokichi were still waiting in the halls for Tsumugi when they ran past them crying. What the hell? Kokichi said, actually concerned. Whatever those bastards are doing to Tsumugi, they'll pay. His fist was clenched. I just the idea of Kokichi. No, wait, fuck. The idea of Kokichi being like, oh shit, I got a loyalty to Tsumugi of all people is just real funny to me.
Yeah.
Junko approached them, happily skipping over to them. So, Maruko says Tsumugi brought you guys here. Yeah, and whatever you're planning to do with us, stop. Maki glared into her bright blue eyes. She was definitely related to Tsumugi. I could torture you, make you scream, make you fall in love with me, make you feel despair. She leaned in close to Maki's face, her breath warm, but her hand cold as she placed it under Maki's chin. She had seen this girl in the warehouse. This was Tsumugi's relative? What? Junko and Oshima? The leader of the biggest gang of rebels and thugs? Maki had a flashback to Tsumugi shivering on Junko's doorstep. No wonder she was scared. But for now, you need food. Haha, Kaito! Maki's blood went cold. What? Why was Kaito here? It didn't make sense. Kaito walked in carrying a plate of deliciously prepared steak. He looked different from what Maki remembered. He looked more thin, more bony. His eyes seemed to be watering as they stared at the food he was meant to deliver. Kaito, feed the guests! Kaito gazed up at the two tricksters, first at Kokichi and then Maki. Maki locked eyes with him, not believing it was true. She was free and Kaito was with her. That's all that mattered. She didn't even care about the money anymore. She wasn't going to kill him, hurt him. Kaito made a small gesture towards Junko as Maki picked up on it, pretending not to notice him. Dinner was silent. Everyone cast suspicious glances at each other, suspecting everyone of a trap. After that, Junko turned to them, bowing and extending a hand to the environment around her. Bedrooms are on the 3rd floor. Bathrooms are somewhere or another. Sweet dreams! Kaito and Maki walked quickly towards the stairs, only to be stopped in their tracks by a childlike laugh. Ha! You think I, the ultimate supreme leader, would stay in a place like this? You're pathetic. I expected more. Junko also stopped, turned slowly around to face him. Kokichi stood up, a smirk uncovered.
She did
And
what?
covering? Hold on. I'm just gonna say, a smirk covering his face. Whatever he's up to, it's not good, Maki thought. Junko deadpanned and walked slowly towards the short leader. Her eyes were wide, shocked, angry. They held a staring contest for a few minutes, standing dangerously close to each other. Kaito could sense the tension in the room, grabbing Maki's hand and leaving for the stairs. They walked in silence until they reached the room where Maki rushed to one. Any room with Kaito was falling behind her. She felt a lump in her chest, though not from pain or guilt. No, she'd come to accept this emotion over the past couple days. A longing, a need, love. Her cheeks burned as she slammed the door behind her, not caring who heard anymore. I'm sorry, this speech is... I don't know why this frustrates me. I missed you so much, and I'm so sorry for making you feel like I'm the villain, and I'm afraid. So afraid that I'll lose you. Monkey burst out, hugging Kaito tightly, burying her face into his chest. Kaito was silent for a second before hugging her tightly back, stroking his hands through her hair. I never once thought you were a bad person, Maki. Not once. Just misunderstood. Maki brought her eyes up, and Kaito's watering with tears and guilt. She stayed in Kaito's arms for what could have been a few minutes or hours. It was hard to tell in such a comfortable position. It was the first time Maki felt safe, and the first time Kaito had felt calm.
Crazy. I swear, if I get a fucking McDonald's ad when I'm trying to read this, I'm gonna cry.
You know what? I hope you do. I hope you do get that damn. Fuck! I didn't.
Did you get a McDonald's ad?
No, I got an ad that took me to Amazon, which took me out of the Wattpad app.
Crazy.
But that's fine.
You know I get fucking ads mid-scroll now when I'm on my mobile phone? Because I had that happen, and it was fucking McDonald's again. It's the same fucking McDonald's
so funny.
ad.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god, Chapter 11 dead? I hope it's me that's dead. Thank you so much for 200 reads and 37 comments. It really means the most to me. Knock knock. Maki and Kaito jolted out of each other's arms, fear evident in their eyes. Kaito stared at the door in fear. Maki brought her hand to his face, turning his head towards her. No, look at me, look at me. Maki stared into his deep purple eyes, glazed with fear. Shh, Maki whispered as their heads touched. Oh my god, they're doing that fucking couple thing when they're waiting in line at a roller coaster.
What?
You've never seen that before? Like, you ever see like memes about it? Like, oh, it's always this fuck ass couple in front of me doing the weirdest shit in line, and they're like touching heads and just like grabbing each other. Nothing like over, like it's just fucking weird. They're doing that right now. They were so close now, so close. Kaito closed his eyes, not wanting to lose his grip on Maki. She let her hand down from his cheek into his palm. We're gonna get out of here, she whispered, as gazing at his relaxed face. We'll get out of here, alive, together, and safe. What about that fucking chip in his neck?
Well, he's gonna get shocked to death. Lord knows.
It fucking blows up.
Oh, terrible.
Kaito opens his eyes with a fierce determination, like an Undertale, that wasn't there before. He smiled strongly before leaning in to give her one final kiss.
Final?
Buddy,
oh my god, he's
first
fucking
one.
dead.
How is it the final one? This is the first time they've kissed. Let's do this then. He turned the doorknob, opening it with a slight grimace. Shake. There stood one of
You bitch.
one of Juko's staff, the cleaner. Please tell me it's Kurumi, please. Kaito had met him. Damn. Kaito had met him earlier in the day when he was working on the case. Gary was working with him as they've been stuck together. The sweep entered the room. His Balbino hair? What the fuck is a Balbino hair? Hold on, now I'm looking this up because I need to. Wait a minute, I'm just realizing. Is this fucking? Oh no, it's Nagito.
Albino. I was like, Bambino.
It's Nagito Kamida, the evil twink.
Seeing that message really made me laugh. I was gonna text which one.
Which evil twink is ruining your life?
You posted it in general, and I was like, yo, what?
Well, I was talking about the video that got posted. Also, I'm realizing that same energy just had, like, the same energy of that Markiplier one. He's like, Action Man. Who the hell is Action? Oh my god, no, it's John Wick. His albino hair fucked up and down as he bounced around, introducing himself to Maki as servant. I hate you. Maki's chest was tight with fear. Warm nublets wrapped around against hers as she looked up and saw Kaito smiling down at her strongly. She looked away, sharing a small smile to herself. The albino bounded around, sweeping up around the couple, humming softly. Kaito coughed loudly, guiding him and Maki out of the room while whispering to her, Junko captured me, but apparently I had to solve a case to escape. With the hopes... What?
I'm sorry, I thought I couldn't hear the thing because of the mic or the audio. I thought you were about to say castrated instead of captured. I was gonna be like, yo, you go, what the fuck?
Yeah, wrong kind of torture. With the help of the leader of the FDA. It's confusing, but that's what I have to do so Junko doesn't find out about us. Kaito kissed her gently before leaving as Maki lay down back in the room. She closed her eyes.
Is this allowed? Is this allowed?
What the fuck? Is that loud? How's that fine? She closed her eyes and listened to the soft singing of the cleaner before falling asleep. Man, why does fucking Nagito's bitch ass get a fucking cameo in this fanfiction but not Teru? That's crazy. It's fine, I'll get over it.
I don't think you will.
I won't. She woke with a bang of her furniture crashing down, then a sharp inhale of breath from the center of her room. She creaked out of her bed to the corner of her room, silent and undetected. The figure stayed still until moving to the bed. It took a knife and stabbed where Maki previously was, and then took out something and wrote it on the bed with it. Maki guessed that the figure meant to stab her, but why? What do you mean, why? As it left, it creeped to the other side of the room, catching a glimpse of the figure as it exited. Tsumugi! Maki's mind was racing. Why did Tsumugi try to stab her? What was she writing? Maki turned on the light and her blood went cold. There in her sheets was a hate speech indicated to humanity written in bright pink ink. It was along the ones from the remnants of despair. Did this mean Tsumugi was part of it? No!
Who would have guessed?
Who would have known? Maki's mind pieced together. Oh my gosh, she put the pieces together like fucking Edwin.
Edwin! Who made the mimic?
Twin, where have you been?
Nobody knows me
like you do. Maki's mind pieced together the puzzle, her heart racing. Tsumugi was the leader of the remnants of despair. That's why she was so easily hired people for highly secure things like Kokichi. And she was the one who sent her after Kaito. Tsumugi was the only one who could have gotten the information from him. Why? Was it obvious Tsumugi had the means to murder Kaito herself? If Tsumugi had wanted her dead, she wouldn't stop if her plan failed first. Maki had to make sure everyone thought she was dead. She touched her face and felt tears falling down. She had really fallen for him. And now, she had to hide from him. Maki shook her head. It was essential, right? She had to do this! As Maki stared, marked on making a convincing body. She thought of what she could do next.
Sorry.
Yeah?
You have to make a dead body?
She just kills Nagito and dyes his hair.
I mean...
Please. She thought of what she could do next. Escape, maybe? No, not without Kaito. Daylight streamed through the windows of Junko's mansion as Kaito woke up, yawning and stretching. He had fallen asleep with investigating the case of who brought him and Kirigiri here. For some reason, it seemed like a lot of similarities to the case him and Kaede were assigned to in their first case. He sighed. He'd think about it later. For now, he was hungry. Kaito entered the kitchen, his jaw dropped. What are you doing here? How did they take you too? Oh, did they take you too? The blue-haired girl turned around to look at him, her brow furrowed. What are you talking about? How you got here? Kaito slightly choked, clapped his head, and it was his turn to frown his brow. Were you captured by Junko too, Tsumugi? Well, yeah, that was it. She picked me off the street after work and kidnapped me.
Are you fucking serious?
Kaito was still a bit confused. Yeah.
Is he that stupid?
Well, it is Kaito we're talking about, but still. Kaito was a bit confused by her initial response, but he chalked it down to tiredness. She must be really rattled after this, he thought. I can't believe I doubted her. What's that behind Tsumugi's sleeves? A freckled-haired girl entered the room. Her short hair and blunt face was instantly panicked. She grabbed Tsumugi's arm as the brunette winced in pain. As the freckled girl looked over at Tsumugi's arm...
Sorry.
Oh no. What?
Are we just gonna glaze over blue net?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, you know what? We can do that.
Renette. As the freckled girl looked over at Tsumugi's arms and pulled up her sleeves, she was met with a terrible sight. Tsumugi had bruises up and down her arm in different variety. Were these from Junko? The freckled girl asked. Is the freckled girl Mukuro, or is it Mahiru? Because they both have freckles, but I don't know why they're just not mentioning Mukuro if it is. Tsumugi looked down at the freckled girl, lowering her voice. Are you okay, Tsumugi? At this, Tsumugi collapsed in her arms, crying. You need to get me out of here, I'll keep telling you. Tsumugi looked at Kaito and then at the freckled girl. No, I impressed Junko, I did something, What? What? I killed her, not Junko, the other one. Tsumugi fell into Mukuro's arms as she cried. What? Kaito froze. His hands were shaking, his blood cold. Whatever happened next, Kaito didn't stick around to watch. If Tsumugi killed Maki, I'll personally murder her. She didn't. It's not real. She wouldn't do that, Kaito thought as he ran up to Maki's room. Cliffhanger in the last chapter! It is the last chapter, right?
Yes, it should be. I keep getting ads for this movie that I know is going to be absolute garbage.
What movie is it?
It's Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, I rewatched that movie. I'm from the future. It actually is garbage.
Why would you rewatch it? Why would you torture yourself this way?
Because I'm a masochist.
I'll keep that in mind.
Alright.
Kaito rushed up to the room and banged on the door loudly, slightly annoying the kitchen staff who slept next door. There, like a crab on a platter, was Maki's body, splattered with blood from a single knife wound to the chest. Her usual deep red eyes closed peacefully, and there was a message written in what Kaito assumed to be Maki's blood. His violet eyes furrowed as he read it. Despair is the hope you shall get, but it's okay, because death shall reach you in the end. Want to place your life on a bet? Just pull the trigger and join the trend. This poem, Kaito stuttered, trying to keep composed. This poem is absolutely psychotic. boop, boop, boop. Junko entered the room, staring down at the body with a dissatisfied glance. Huh. Expected her to last longer. Kaito grabbed her neck in a fury, holding her up in the air for around 2 seconds until Maruko burst in, tackling him to the ground, instantly with a knife to his throat. You honestly think you can beat me? Junko laughed maniacally. Pathetic. Just let me go, Kaito growled. I don't know what the fuck that is, but okay, nobody thought to invite me to a family meeting. Ah, well, I'll invite myself. The short purple-haired guy who Kaito had seen with Maki entered, along with Samuki. The shorty was giggling, trying to provoke Junko by sticking faces at her. Ugh, how mature. Can't you see I'm busy? She said, gesturing at Kaito pinned down as she said busy. That sucks. Anyways, the purple-haired girl downstairs totally stole my look. Like, purple's my thing. Kokichi complained. Hey, don't insult my boss. Kaito yelled as best as he could from the floor. Kokichi's response was to put a rude finger up, ignoring him and focusing on Junko. Hey! Junko yelled at the top of her voice, silencing everyone in the room. Stop fighting, now. You're all my prisoners, which means if anything happens to you, I'm blamed. Or at least I lose a good slave. She walked over to Samugi as the bluette quivered in fear. Junko grabbed her wrist, holding it up while bringing a knife to Samugi's throat. Now, my dear Samugi. Samoogs, my sis. Junko brought the knife closer, yet Samugi showed no struggle. You'll give up all leadership rights, the remnants of despair, to moi. Kaito blinked. What? Samugi was a person we were investigating for nearly a year, and she's right under our vision? He yelled as Maruko quickly tried to convince Junko to put down the knife. Samugi's head was down as she raised it in a quick motion, letting Maruko grab the knife out of her sister's hand. Her usually dull blue eyes glowed, almost unnaturally. She ran out of the room, shouting curses in Latin. Ugh. Mukuro, what the fuck? You let her go? Junko yelled in Mukuro's face, various insults and curse words before commanding her to go after her. As soon as Mukuro left, Junko turned to the group. Well, since Mukuro probably won't do shit, you guys are stuck in this mansion with two unleashed crazies. Hey, but me and Kirigiri did our thing. We got whoever dragged us here, and it's obviously Samugi, that bitch, Kaito stated. Haha, new task. Junko squealed. Survive. That's it? So boring, come on, Kokichi piped up. Ugh, you try catching Samugi, I guess. Maki saw a blurry patch of blue run past her hiding spot, before the girl doubled back and decided to use it as her own hiding spot. Samugi lifted herself into the crack in the wall where Maki was hiding. The walls in this house were huge, could fit almost a whole, at most a person. How could it be with two of them in these walls? Maki didn't wait to find out. She zipped to Samugi, holding a knife to the girl's throat, wanting to get a confession. A method to her madness, why she was planning to kill her. Please don't hurt me, whoever you are, she squealed, forgetting she was in hiding. A gray dash of color surged past the window, looking for Samugi. Maki held a hand up to Samugi's mouth, covering any and all noise. Shh, be quiet. Maki looked out in the hall before dragging her and Samugi into an empty bathroom and locking the door. Whatever you do, don't yell, okay? Samugi nodded. If you yell, Mukuro and Junko will find you. Another nod. Good. Maki lifted her hand, still restraining Samugi with the other. The girl was rather weak compared to the assassin. Okay, now first, why did you try to kill me? Samugi looked pale and just shook her head a bunch of times. Was it you or someone forcing you to do it? Silence. Tell me. Maki banged Samugi's head against the sink, forcing blood to come out of her head. It was Junko and Ashima, she squealed while trying to prevent the blood from making her pass her. I did it, but only under Junko's will. I forced you guys here to play her game. What game? She doesn't know about the game. I planned to tell her last night. I would have brought her so much despair. Stop talking and focus. What did you tell her? The game, I I had in mind for a while, we get a few different people from all different backgrounds and force them to kill each other. It would have a show, TV series,
Oh my
fan
god.
art, absolutely everything for a successful fan base. We would grow, change, and more extravagant deaths and more elaborate plans. Maki was staring. This bitch was insane. A TV show about killing? She was crazy to think the government would even allow it to air. Sumugi hadn't finished, though. The schemes, the betrayal, oh, and of course the despair. It would be wonderful, starting off with people in the mansion, servants and guests, and growing with people who want to participate. Need to. Jingo didn't like my plan. She cursed it out. She didn't want to listen to my despair-inducing speech. Even once I told her I was the leader of the remnants of despair, she didn't believe me, and I had to prove it. Sumugi looked sadly down, that crazy glint in her eye vanishing. That's why I killed you. Killing you would get her attention. I mean, if a weakling like me could take in an assassin, the show could work, and the weak taking down the strong. You're absolutely insane. Says you, the ultimate assassin, Maki Harukawa. You, the one who's killed hundreds and thousands of people, with living jobs, families, kids. Sumugi's voice was darker, although not changing in volume. Maki felt a chill run down her spine. Sumugi hit a goal, and she'd almost sensed something about to happen. I've seen the way you look at Kaito, interact with him. When he brought you in, he knew it was the right thing to do. So many people have suffered because of you. The backlash to your name has been terrifyingly huge. Sumugi's eyes were turning a bright, unnatural hue again, but this time it took more of an effort for Maki to pull her eyes away from Sumugi's. Look at me, Maki Harukawa. Maki couldn't resist her tone. It was lulling her into a false sense of security. It took most of her effort to keep looking down, up, anywhere that wasn't fulfilled with Sumugi's bright, inflicting gaze. Does the great assassin not want to answer for her crime? Too lowly for you? Aha. Imagine you calling me insane while I only thought of an idea, while you executed that idea. Sumugi giggled, but not from the punch she had just made. Maki was grimacing. She had a strong will, just as Sumugi had predicted. Oh, in your despair-inducing love life. Ah. Maki grimaced harder. Whatever Sumugi was trying to accomplish only filled her with anger. What makes you think that one of the top agents of the FDA would want to murder her? He loved you when you hid your identity, played by the rules, didn't try to murder everyone. Sumugi's smiling eyes were filling the room, and he could love you too. Maki, huh? Maki looked up, caught off guard by that comment. Big mistake. Sumugi was leaning in so close to her face that they could kiss.
I don't want this to be your reading.
Her glaring blood. And then in parentheses, she goes, or the author goes, holy shit, this is becoming a Sumugi x Maki fic really quickly. Is that a thing? Sumugi and Maki?
I don't want it.
Anyway, Maki couldn't move, couldn't speak. She was lost in those eyes, not remembering her name or anything. Her mind was blank for several minutes. But she could feel. She could feel again. The only problem was that the emotion was despair. She was drowning, sinking, trying to hold down her past desperately, even though she knew she'd rather forget the past. Forget. Kaito was resting on the couch, Kokichi constantly teasing him about his girlfriend dying. He had given up trying to chase him, as Kokichi had always led him into a trap, one way or another. I wondered how long it would have taken to make them all. Hell, he'd probably fallen for Kokichi's prank 6 times, each one ending in a different disaster. Ugh, would you just chill out for a second, man? Kaito said, annoyed. Nope. Kokichi joked. Oh, my beloved Romeo, would you accept thy rose? The gremlin joked, pulling a rose out of his scarf. Unbeknownst to him, a red-haired girl was watching them through the walls, waiting for a perfect opportunity to strike, to kill. She had no connections to these two, so why was she hesitating for so long? She She only had only job on this earth. Maki surveyed the room. The door was shut. Junko had left a few minutes ago. The short boy had a cheeky grin on his face as the rather attractive taller man was chasing him down with a towel. No, why was she thinking of him as attractive? He was her target, just another kill, just like everyone else. Bang. Maki burst through the room, sword instantly at her target's neck. His eyes widened. His mouth was open and shocked. He was vulnerable. But he didn't do anything to get out of the position. He was looking longingly at Maki as if she was a ghost. Maki prepared her arms for the swing to slice off his neck. It would have been easier with a gun, but her instructor wanted to make it personal, whatever that means. Her arms wouldn't move. There was part of her that just wanted to run away with him, to give him her all. She couldn't stand his helpless gaze anymore. She just wanted this to be over and done with, but her arm refused to kill him. To kill the one she once loved. All her memories rushed into Maki at once. The brainwashing, trauma, the hell she was doing. What the hell was she doing? The would-be killer fell into her knees, longing for the ground to consume her. Unfortunately, something else consumed her. Kaito's warm arms, wrapping her tightly in a hug. Even though she didn't forgive herself, that didn't mean nobody else didn't. The soft purple warmth that enveloped her, needed her, as she needed him. She clung deeper to his embrace as he carried her all the way outside the mansion, driving her back to his house. 3 months later. Even Kaito's extra-large couch couldn't handle the weight of all its owners. Nevertheless, all 7 sat down on it and it reached across the living room.
Damn,
Rentaro
7!
Rentaro and Shuichi were cuddling. Well, it was more like Shuichi sleeping on Rentaro while the avocado-haired officer tried to get chips. Makuro Ikusaba was at the side of the couch, squished up with Kaede, who had a corner piece. Makuro stayed at Kaito's after her 2 sisters had been arrested, and was currently taking army training, as well as visiting a physiologist. Why is she...
Huh?
Kaede had been... My bad, I don't know. I was thinking the psychologist. I mean, after those crazies, you gotta... something.
Yeah.
Kaede had been kicked out of her girlfriend's house for not wearing enough, or for not swearing enough. So she was staying with her colleagues for the weekend. Maki was lying down on Kaito, feeling warm and finally at peace. The news was on, but no one was really listening to it until a familiar name popped up. The remnants of despair have all been captured, but this leaves a tremendous power gap in the city.
What?
A group, commonly known as DICE, has risen to power over the past week after a surge of raid and robberies. We urge residents to lock your doors at night, and always check if your windows can easily open. Stay safe and have a good night. Maki rolled over, facing the couch. Perhaps now is a bad time to mention Kokichi used to call his pets members of DICE. And that's it.
Crazy. I can't believe this ended with every single member of the Remnants getting arrested. My boy Taro did not stand a chance.
Girl, he was never gonna be here.
He was here in spirit.
Oh, jeez.
Also, I don't remember if they said it during the first episode, but like, I did not realize that Kaede and Miyu were a thing in this.
Yeah.
I forgot. Also, I love this comment of this interaction that this user made. He's like, am I allowed to cuss? And Miyu's like, yeah, I'll allow you to cuss. And Kaede's like, she's like, I'm shy, I don't know how to cuss. Do we even see Kaede cuss in...
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm like, it doesn't seem like her thing to do.
Dang, we finished that. That's crazy.
We did it. And how did you feel?
I mean, I don't, surprisingly. Why would I need therapy when I could just buy things?
You right.
Jeez. We're not doing well, are we?
No. That's it. I'm gonna go sit in here and cry for 2 hours. Don't worry, I'll buy
I don't
things
ever want to
later.
keep laughing or pretending to cry. It's just so fun.
Pretending to cry is so much fun.
It is great.
Yeah, you I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at your despair right now, but
Crazy.
you know, oh, my bad.
You know what else is crazy?
What the wheel's gonna be looking like?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited.
We could finally take something off the wheel. Let's go.
Alright. It was already off the wheel, because I knew we were gonna finish it. I really hope it's Terror. I need a little pick-me-up after that. Or Bad Ouija.
I don't wanna look.
Oh no! Shit! Angel fell off my desk!
That's how loud I screamed. I fucking fell off your desk.
No, I slammed my hand on the desk out of frustration. I'm like, damn it, he got me!
It's okay, it's the last time. It's the last time and we can take it off the wheel.
It's been removed. And I'm saving
Oh my
right
God, I'm
now.
so excited.
Damn. I can't believe this. We'll finally finish. We'll never have to see Carter Grayson ever again.
God bless. Everything is good.
Yeah, the grass is greener.
The grass is greener. We have 6 more weeks of winter left.
I forgot about that fuck-ass hedgehog.
The hedgehog.
No, it's a groundhog. God, my bad.
That is so funny.
Fuck-ass hedgehog. Dr. Eggman sounded Alright, let me write this. What the fuck even part are we?
Part 17,700 and...
17,700.
No, 666 because this shit is killing. Whoa! Oh, okay, thank God. I got scared.
As soon as you said 666, you immediately got jump scared by like a McDonald's ad. I'm sorry. I love the freaking the thumbnail for our Terror Wattpad book club. Get that twink out of here. He pisses me off. I'm gonna be like that when me and Cameron get to DR2, bro. It's gonna be me being like, oh my god, get fucking Nagito out of here. I hate him. I swear, in 2x2, he better die first. I don't want him. I don't want him around. Someone else can be the antagonist.
Imagine he does die first, like Terror dies first.
I would cry. You would see me actively start sobbing.
We'd FaceTime. We'd get in a call immediately. I'd be like at work, and I'd literally just see you sobbing, face freaking bright red.
Yeah. Well, my plan is like whenever, because the game hasn't been announced like a release date. It just says 2026. So when it comes out, I was gonna buy it and I was gonna live stream it with as many people as I can get into a call, and we all voice act while we're playing and discovering this brand new story, because I think that would be pretty cool. But so if that happens, I'm gonna be like, guys, I had to call my wife and then on FaceTime with you, just in the middle of a live stream, just crying that Terror's dead.
Jesus. I mean, 2 months into the year, they gotta start dropping a date.
Yeah. They gotta release more fucking images. They released one, and I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? And there's another sprite of a woman character that I've never seen before, and no one else has seen. Crazy. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Anyway, I hope Maki and Kaito have a really lovely life together.
Mhm.
Baba Booey type thing.
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh, I didn't know we're doing that. I didn't know this.
This is a Baba Booey recording?
Yeah, I wasn't made aware.
Now you know it's a Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. That reminds me, I'm gonna show you a clip later of Genocide Jack, of her saying the most random shit. You're gonna love it. Anyway. Yeah, Joline, thank you so much for joining for this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for next week when I have to remind you that we're reading Soul to a Gang Leader. So, sorry in advance.
It's okay, it's the last time. We don't gotta worry about it no more.
Hooray! Wish that guy stayed dead.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's a playlist of all the other Wattpad book club readings I've done in the past, including with Joline, Sage, Honey, and Lego. So if you haven't seen any of those, I recommend you check that out. That's a good place to start. And also the last Wattpad book club reading that me and Lego did, Jack's Part 3 is up. So if you haven't seen that already, go check that out. It was pretty good. Unless your name is Sage, you're not allowed to watch that. That series does not exist if your name is Sage.
Yeah, no restrictions for non-sages.
Yeah, if your name is Sage and you live in the UK, you're not allowed to watch the Jack's X-Reader fanfiction. I'm sorry.
What if your name is Sage and you're Canadian?
That should be fine. Is Sage Canadian doing it?
No, I mean, like...
Had me scared there for a second.
Yeah, they're actually Canadian. They just sound British.
Yeah. So you've been telling me I've been delivering shit to a fake UK address this entire time?
Yeah, actually, from that address, it forwards it to a different address.
That makes so much... That's why it takes so long. Damn. You're so smart. Anyway, any final words for this episode?
I do not. I don't.
Damn.
I don't. Yeah, I'm a few words today.
Oh, so I'm rolling their shot. I shot the wrong video. It's supposed to be Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. I can't read my script. Anyway, my name is Phoenix. That was Joline, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.